Satya. In the Yoga Sutras, this refers to being truthful in one's thoughts, speech, and actions. Our emotions or beliefs or past experiences shape and influence what we see, creating a bias or a filter. This filter influences our perceptions of the truth. Satya is about learning to recognize this filter, seeing it for what it is, and then letting it dissolve in order to see and communicate clearly. During today's practice with Satya or truthfulness in mind. Check in with your body and mind. See how you truly feel today and honor that. Maybe today is the day you push yourself a little further if you're feeling great. But if you're not feeling so good, or if you have some injury, be aware of that, honor that, and practice with Satya so that you can get the best out of your practice today. Come to the front of the mat, feet hip distance apart. Pause here. Scan your body, observing how you feel. Check in with your jaw, your throat, your chest, your arms and legs, even your belly. Notice any tension or anything you need to be aware of as we move through the pose. Inhale, arms up. Breathe here. Bend your knees slightly. As you exhale, bend only at the hips, keeping your spine and core straight as you fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise to standing, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Inhaling, arms up over your head. Exhale, lower your arms. Place your hands on the mat and step your right foot back. Nice big step back. Soften your hips towards the mat. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Now lower that right knee to the mat and soften your hips forward. If you're using blocks, you can also place your hands on your blocks. Now walk your hands back, taking the blocks with you if you're using them. Draw that left hip back and flex those left toes towards you. Bend the left knee, lower that foot to the mat and walk your hands forward. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee and step that right foot forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Now step your left foot back. Bend the right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Step the left foot back a little further and soften the hips towards the mat. Now lower the left knee to the mat and soften the hips forward. Walk your hands back. Working to straighten the right leg, draw that right hip back and flex those right toes towards you. Bend the right knee, lower that foot to the mat and walk your hands forward. Tuck your left toes, lift the left knee and step that foot forward beside the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Inhaling, arms up over your head. Exhale, fold. Place both hands on the mat. You can either bend your knees, look past the mat and hop your feet forward, but be honest if you're ready for that or not. Or you can step your feet back to plank pose. Elbows soft. Pause here. Exhaling, hips up and back to downward facing dog. See if you can keep the wrists light on the mat. Maybe your knees stay bent. Keep a straight line between your wrists, shoulders, and hips. Knees bent, and only if you can keep the straight line on your spine, then maybe play with straightening one knee than the other. Perhaps both. Slowly come forward to plank pose. Pause here. Slowly lower down to the mat. Place the tops of the feet on the mat, pressing your hands. Just resting your hands lightly on the mat. Press your belly into the mat to push your chest forward and up. Shoulders back. Tops of the feet stay on the mat. Slowly lower down. Tuck your toes. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Lift your body up through plank pose. Now hips up and back. The downward facing dog. Just let go of any bias or filter of how you want the pose to feel or look. Just find the truthfulness, the accuracy of what's really happening. Walk your feet together. Lift your right leg up in the air behind you. Bend that right knee and step that foot forward between the hands. Look straight ahead. Inhale, arms up. Bring that left hip forward. Maybe deepen the lunge. Soften the shoulders. Reach your fingers up. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Step the right foot back beside the left. Plank pose, knees off or on the mat. Lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg up in the air behind you. Bend that knee and step the left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, arms up. Bring that right hip forward. Maybe deepen the lunge. Maybe straighten the back leg. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Step your left foot back beside your right. Breathe. As you exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale forward to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale back up and back. And exhale forward. Every time you exhale, move to the other pose. And stay still as you inhale. Just try to just engage your core. And the next time you come to downward facing dog, pause here. Bend your knees, look past your hands, and either walk or lightly hop your feet forward to your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Inhaling, lift your arms up. Long, slow exhale to fold. Place both hands on the mat, bend your knees, look past your hands, and either step or lightly hop your feet back to plank pose. Lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Bending your knees maybe every time, maybe not. Truthfully see what's best for your practice today. Maybe walking out the dog. And now bend your right knee, lifting the right foot right up off the mat, bring the right knee forward and touch the right elbow. And now lift that right foot up in the air behind you. Bend that knee, bring it forward and touch your nose. And then back up. And now step that right foot forward between your hands. Look straight ahead and reach your arms up. Left hip forward. Maybe deepen the lunge. See what's truly right for your practice today. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Step your right foot back beside the left, coming into plank pose. Now hips up and back to downward facing dog. Just take a couple of breaths here, adjusting your dog as you need to. Exhaling forward to plank pose. Pause. Exhale back to downward facing dog. One more time, exhale forward to plank. Pause here. Exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. And now bend your left knee, lifting the left foot up. Bring the left knee forward to left elbow. Left leg back up in the air. Bend that left knee and touch your nose. And back up. And now left foot forward between your hands. Look straight ahead. Inhale, arms up. Deepen the lunge. Maybe bring that right hip forward. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Bend that right knee and step that right foot forward beside the left. And fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Inhaling, arms up. Bend your knees slightly. As you exhale, fold forward just halfway and pause. Maybe straightening your knees, if you can do so while keeping your spine straight. Exhale, come on back up. Inhale. Exhale, fold halfway. Pause. Couple breaths here. Exhale, come on back up. This time take a deep inhale, arms up. Long, slow exhale to fold. Breathe. Let your hands dangle, or maybe they reach the mat. Think of lifting your hips up higher. Maybe straightening one leg, maybe the other. Maybe both, or maybe neither today. Be honest with what feels right, what your body really needs today. Inhaling slowly, come halfway up. Long, slow exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up over your head. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.